This is PHLV Radio Las Vegas, the monitor, looking globally at the periscope of the latest situations amid the COVID-19 pandemic. PHLV Radio Las Vegas, the monitor. Mga kababayang walang kaba, magandang panonood po naman sa inyo lahat. Minsan pa pong sumasayang papawid ang PHLV Radio The Monitor na nagbubuhot pa naman sa Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment capital of the world. And sa mga kababayan po nating walang kaba, kami po ay maghahatid sa inyo ng overview at mga situationers sa bansang Pilipinas, buong Amerika, at sa iba't ibang sulok po naman ng mundo. And ito po naman ang inyong lingkod. Kasama po naman ang mga members ng International League of Broadcasters, Rex Ricarte po lamang. Sa pagkakataong ito, gumawi po tayo sa the Netherlands. And ang ating po namang panauhin ay broadcaster din po for so many years. Siya po ay naging broadcaster ng GMA7 Cebu. And naging jock, and this jockey pa naman ang number one program ng DYBU-FM when I was managing DYBU-FM during the time sa folk, rock, and country. And then, ang panauhin po natin ay kasalukuyan po naman na ibalik po natin ng konti na siya po ay napadaan sa Dumaguete City sa isang FM radio. And then, buhat noon, siya ay lumikas na papunta po naman sa the Netherlands. And kasalukuyan po naman siya ay isang pathologist and siya po ay frontliner din sa Netherlands. Sa downtown Rotterdam, ladies and gentlemen, mga kaibigan po naming mga kababayang walang kaba sa The Monitor, please welcome Blue Angel.
Hello, Rex.
Hi there, Blue.
Darling, good afternoon. Or good evening. What time do you have there?
Kahit na anong oras kasi worldwide tayo, iba't ibang oras natin worldwide. Sa lugar mo, it's good evening. Dito naman, good afternoon. At sa kabilang dako naman ng sanlibutan, good morning. Okay, Blue Angel.
Yes, good. From my side, good evening. It's 8:10 in the Netherlands. So it's like I'm broadcasting live from the heart of Rotterdam, the Netherlands. So, kumusta po kayong lahat? Rex, it's so wonderful to see you again.
Thank you.
And it's awesome. I'm out of words.
Yeah.
I mean, salute. You're just wonderful.
Salute to you too. And
Great.
for the past years, si Blue Angel po ay di napapakinggan on the air kasi she's been in the Netherlands as a frontliner, as a pathologist in medical field for 20 years. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, no. Yes. Let me correct you. I'm not a pathologist. I'm an analyst.
Just correct me if I'm wrong. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay. I assist, it's almost like an assistant. And I worked for 11 years at medicine and immunology. That's medical biology. So we test like parasites and bacteria and viruses. Right. So I have 11 years experience of viruses. Wow. And then I went further studying. So I'm now like 6 years pathology, 7 years pathology.
So, from being a broadcaster yourself, heto na naman tayo sa iba't iba nating field pagdating sa iba't ibang dako ng mundo, like where you are now in downtown, I would say Rotterdam ba yun? Pa-pronounce?
Yes, it's Rotterdam.
Rotterdam, malapit sa Amsterdam. And bigyan mo kami ng information about where you live at ano mga malalapit na state dyan sa lugar mo sa Netherlands. Go ahead.
Yeah, actually the Netherlands used to be called as Holland. So some people knew it as Holland. And it is the Netherlands. It's really a very small country. We have a boundary beside us is Belgium, and we have Netherlands. It's terribly a small country. The capital is Amsterdam. It is a small country, but very unique in many ways. Like, euthanasia is first legalized in the Netherlands.
Right.
Uh, Drugs is illegal with
Mm,
boundaries, of course.
mm,
Marijuana is smoked on the streets as normal as cigarettes.
mm.
The prostitution is also legal, so it
Wow.
makes Amsterdam,
Mm,
the red
mm,
light district, if you would call it that.
The red light district. Mm.
And Rotterdam has the biggest haven in Europe. So the
Uh-huh.
port is the biggest. So we have a lot of Filipino seamen here
Uh-huh.
working and the
Uh-huh.
boats here. So
Mm.
the language is very difficult. It's
Mm.
like you have to
How do you
concentrate.
how do you pronounce words in your city in Rotterdam, Blue Angel?
Yeah, it's like
Example
if you
lang,
say
example.
welcome is it sounds the same. It's a little bit
Mm-hmm.
different because we say
Mm-hmm.
welcome. If you say welcome, we say welcome.
Mm-hmm.
And we the G is very difficult because we have hey for the G. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like you have a phlegm in your throat at the back of your throat. So it's
Mm-hmm.
very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
And so like so
Mm-hmm.
good morning to goedemorgen. So
Uh-huh.
you have that. It's
Uh,
very difficult, and of course,
mm,
you have to adapt to it.
mm,
It's a
mm.
language, and when you cross the border, you don't use it anymore.
Right.
You
Mm,
don't use it because the next border is Germany,
mm,
and you could only use our language, the Netherlands language, at
mm,
the small part of Belgium because
mm,
they also
mm,
speak our language. They call it Vlaams. They have an
mm,
accent, but
mm,
it's the same. And then
mm,
part of Belgium is the French colony, so they
mm.
speak French.
All right.
So
Mm,
it is in a way a nice country, peaceful country,
mm, mm,
and we are so concerned with each other. You
right.
know,
Mm, mm,
Europeans are very sympathetic people, I guess, and
mm,
very romantic. And that's why, like, the virus spreads like wildfire, especially
mm,
in Italy, because
mm.
they love to kiss and they love to hug.
All right.
The
Right.
Netherlands, they also love to kiss, and they kiss three times.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Three
left,
times.
right, left.
Right.
Woo.
Ooh, that's
And
weird.
then with the kiss, they hug. So
Oh, they
very
hug.
close. They hug,
Mm,
close contact.
mm,
So if you
mm.
think we're only 17 million people living in the Netherlands, and
Uh-huh.
we already have 6,000 fatalities from the
Mm.
COVID-19.
Wow.
That's a
Mm,
number. That's a
mm.
scary.
Scary number. Yeah.
It's a scary
So
number.
generally, in your city in Rotterdam, within the Netherlands, what are the laws that are being implemented and gusto nilang yung talagang susundin ng mga tao riyan, especially now, COVID-19, especially going to the stores, groceries, and iba't ibang, especially transportation. Blue Angel?
Yes, we have the 1.5 meters social distancing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Starting June 1, getting inside public transportation, you are
Mm-hmm.
obliged to wear the face mask.
Uh-huh.
But if you go on groceries, there is no face mask. You have the big
Mm-hmm.
trolley that is like the only way that's preventing you to get closer than the other person. But
Mm-hmm.
it's very strict. We have alcohols, and
Mm-hmm.
so we have new rules. The lifestyle is so different now here.
Mm-hmm.
People like if it's nice weather, people would just go to the beaches, and so it's not, because you will be fined 400 euros if you walk in a group of three or four.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's a big amount. You do want to be
Right.
fined.
Yeah.
So but
Euro yan.
it's our
Mm-hmm.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Starting June 1, some of the businesses will be open,
Mm-hmm.
like the if you, hair salons will be open.
Wow.
They are still arguing like to make it compulsory that the people wear face masks because it's close. I mean, you cut
Mm-hmm.
somebody's hair so close.
Mm-hmm.
It is not. It's your own will. It's like if you want it, it's good. If you don't, it's fine. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like just make sure that you're doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
We don't go to the shops anymore just to have fun and to look at new things and buy new things. It's like you have to think before you go out. You
Mm-hmm.
make a list of what you're going to buy and where you are going to buy, and then get in and then get out as quickly
Right.
as possible. So
Right.
that's what we are doing.
Yeah.
Some of the schools, elementary schools, just opened last week.
Mm-hmm.
So they are distancing again. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
half of the number of students will go to school and then the other half the next day.
Mm-hmm.
But we are still in the process of observing what's going to happen
Mm-hmm.
because we did reach our peak and we're now slowly going down. We probably, I think, like 700 people in the intensive care unit, which is a relief for all of us because we don't want our hospitals to be overwhelmed. We cannot afford that. We don't have the capacity. So it is like making sure that we are responsible people and that we don't spread the virus.
Right.
So it is a pity because in home for the aged, somebody is having a birthday, they couldn't see their parents or grandparents,
Wow.
so they will just have a very big a big like banner outside saying happy
Mm-hmm.
birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and they are 1.5 meters each other and they're looking
Oh.
up and they're waving. It really breaks your
Mm-hmm.
heart.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Difficult
Anyway,
times. And,
um,
yes.
your
So
government in the Netherlands, as I've learned, that it is run by the king, right? Is it?
yes.
Yeah, and the king is always concerned about the population in that area. What's the king's latest instructions to the public, Blue Angel?
Well, the king is indeed very sympathetic, and they have their own family as
Mm-hmm.
well. They have young children, so they're
Mm-hmm.
also being, they're monitoring and they're being scared as well. They said we have to be very responsible, and everything you do, if you go out, are you sure you really want to go out?
Mm-hmm.
And the message that the king William Alexander said is to stay calm but be vigilant.
Mm-hmm. Be
And they're
vigilant.
trying their best. We couldn't test all of the Netherlanders because we don't
Mm-hmm.
have that volume of tests. We
Right.
don't have that. But
And on the lighter side of our conversations at the monitor on PHLB Radio here in Vegas, gusto namin malaan from your end, Blue Angel, ano ang sitwasyon ng uh, mga ano natin, mga Pilipino na nagtatrabaho sa mga ospital, yung mga frontliners natin?
yeah, yung mga kababayan din natin, they are very, as Filipinos, we are very close to each other. We have organizations, we take care of each other. So we're having these videos, conferences, like, how are you? Are you okay? So we have one friend that has COVID-19 because she works with the for Playhouse. It's a home of the aged, but she's okay now, and we're praying for her all the time, every day. She's okay now. So we are taking it as a like we're having a rest, we're having a vacation right now. So, but for those people who cannot work,
Mm-hmm.
they have financial assistance from the
Right.
government,
Like
which is very, which is
like
very
what we're yeah, like what we're having here in the mainland US and also in the Philippines, 'di ba? We
yes.
have financial support And
It's
at least yung budget ng the Netherlands, tama-tama or maybe sobra pa because you have how many population now? Anong record of
70
population?
billion. 70.
Hmm. 7B. 7B
Yeah,
or 7M?
17 million
Ah,
M. Yeah,
17M. Oh,
yeah,
yeah. Okay.
17M. And the
Mm,
government can take care of all of us because, in the first
mm,
place, the tax is so high.
yeah,
The
I know.
tax is so high, and one third of what you earn goes to the government.
Mm, mm, Pero
So the government
makikita
is
mo naman ang result, how the government operates for
absolutely,
the
absolutely,
population. Right.
absolutely. The
Mm,
streets are clean, everything is clean, environment is clean.
mm,
Uh, the public transport is all that. It's expensive. The public transport
mm,
is expensive, but it's very good. It's very good.
mm,
So
yeah.
you really can see kung saan pumunta yung mga tax nyo.
Mm,
So it's very visible,
mm,
and now it's a government's turn to show the people how they care,
yeah.
and to make sure that they don't panic, they don't have a
Right.
work
Mm.
probably 2 months already, some of them, but they have financial support.
So, walang gutom, Blue Angel, in
God,
your
wala,
area.
no, wala. Thank
Okay.
God, wala. Walang
Mm,
gutom dito. And they also have
Ayos.
a
Mm,
place where people can go and
mm,
to have a, everything is free. I've heard from the butter, eggs, and flour and bread and everything you need. It's free, so you could go there. People could go there. People who
That's good.
have a lot of children and what they get from the government maybe
Uh,
is not enough for them. They could go there.
You
So
mentioned, a while back sa pagsimula ng the monitor natin, Blue Angel, that
yeah,
prostitution is legalized, right?
it
And
is.
I can still imagine na para silang nasa estatwa,
Oh my God!
di ba? They're standing there
Yes.
waiting for guys who like to pick them up. So,
Oh,
are the sex workers are affected by the situation, COVID-19,
absolutely.
in your area in Rotterdam?
Absolutely, because it's
Mm-hmm.
it's really close contact what they do. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's for us. We have a very different culture, and here
Mm-hmm.
they are openly like displaying themselves in
Mm-hmm.
windows.
For sale, for sale, for rent, huh? For
It's
rent,
for
for
rent,
sale.
yes, for rent. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
Neither Amsterdam is famous for that. And also like
Mm-hmm.
the cafe, if
Mm-hmm.
you get inside the cafe, and if you order Coke,
Mm-hmm.
make sure you really
Mm-hmm.
want Coke, because the moment you ordered Coke,
Mm-hmm.
you really get Coke
It
in
should be
cafes.
Coke.
So if you
It should.
you really say
Mhm.
you have to say Coca-Cola, then they will
Uh-huh.
send you out because they're not selling it.
Yeah.
Cafes are selling the cigarettes,
Mm-hmm.
and they want with
Mm-hmm.
all the different
Mm-hmm.
flavors, and
Mm-hmm.
Coke, of
Okay.
course, really Coke.
Weird ang mga words na ginagamit ng mga taga Netherlands at
Yes,
mabutit natuto ka ng magsalita ng the way they speak para maintindihan ka ng mga pasyente mo. Especially
yes,
mga names nila, how do you pronounce their names? Baka magkamali ka, magagalit sa iyo yun. Ha?
correct. And that is
Mm.
that is really my stumbling block in the first place, because the way
Mm.
they count is unique. It's like
Mm.
the moment they reach 21, you say 21. Like all the
Mm.
languages say
Mhm.
21, 22, 23.
Mm.
But in the
Mm.
Netherlands, the moment you reach 21, they say 1 and 20. So parang atras sa banti na yan eh. 1 and 20. 2 and 20. 3 and 20. Gaganon na eh. So it's,
3 and 20.
it's
4 and
but
20. Huh?
yes, you cannot make a mistake. So if
Mm.
somebody tells you the year date of birth like 1972, then they will say 19,
Mhm.
72. So I will write it like back and again. So it's like atrasabante tayo dito eh. So you
Mhm.
have to learn how to write the way they speak. And the family name, oh my God. There is a word in Bisaya that we are not
Mm.
I couldn't even I couldn't even speak it. It's because I come from a very, you know,
I
It's
gotcha.
strict to the familia. My parents are very
I
strict.
gotcha. I
There are
gotcha.
words like that we couldn't speak. But of
Mm.
course,
Yung sinasabi na word na bastos. Ha?
reward
Akala,
bastos sa akin, but
bastos sa
may
atin,
word
sa
bastos sa
kanila
Cebu.
okay. Mm.
It's a family name in the
Mm.
Netherlands.
Mm. Mm.
So family
Okay.
name dito. So pag sinabi ng
Mm.
doktor na yung pasyente niya is Meneer Van Otten,
Mm-hmm.
parang
Uh-huh.
who? Kasi sa atin yung word na Otten is bastos, di ba?
Uh-huh. Okay.
But it's a family name.
Yeah,
So
it's a family name. Wala kang magawa.
Otten,
Mm.
mahirap. You have to get used
Mm.
to it. And then I could still laugh. It's like,
Mm.
matatawa pa.
Mm.
It's like
Mm.
Otten. Oh my God. Do I have to speak
Mm.
that? But I have to.
Uh-huh.
So,
You have to because apelyido yan eh. By the way, Blue Angel, batiin mo naman yung mga taga Vismin, Visayas, Mindanao in our own dialect para alam nila na you are Bisdak.
Bisak. Yes. So, mga kabayang sa Cebu,
Mm.
oo, akong auntie diyan sa Cebu, si Tia Anita Aksinto. Good evening na sa ato, di ba? Good evening.
Right.
So, mga kababayan, yung mga listeners sa DYRC, DYBU, sa una.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, kumusta mo din ha? And okay lang ba na yung lahat? Kumusta
Mm-hmm.
mga kaibigan?
All
Um,
right.
I really miss the country. I miss the
uh,
language. We have a
uh,
group here. We have a group here called Bisdak. That's
mm.
Bisayan na po sa Netherlands.
Bisdak,
And when
Bisayang
you
dako. Mm-hmm.
Bisdak sa Netherlands, Bisayan na po
Mm-hmm.
sa Netherlands. And we're
Mm-hmm.
having parties every now and then. That's always for a good cause. Yung mga
Mm-hmm.
para sa magpadala ng ano sa Cebu.
Mm-hmm.
Sa mga bata dito, mga school children, buy mga
Mm-hmm.
bags,
Mm-hmm.
notebooks, ball
Yeah.
pens, and etc.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what
Mm-hmm.
we are doing, sort of message.
Right.
And
Nice.
so we have SPH, Samahang Filipino sa Holland. Uh,
SPH, Samahang Pilipino sa Holland. Okay.
yes. And benefit shows every time, benefit
Mhm.
shows yan.
And
So
and of course, I know that you are the master of ceremonies, right? MC. Ikaw pa rin
yes,
nag-host. Mm-hmm.
nag-host ako. That's my hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I enjoy. So, oh, it's so nice. So, yung mga parties
Mm-hmm.
namin is um, mag mag-abot-abot ng mga Bisaya, mga Tagalog, mga
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Pilipino, and then, mga
Mm-hmm.
tinda-tinda din ha. So, ng mga
Mm-hmm.
puto, ng mga itlog
Mm-hmm.
maalat, na ng mga
All right.
sapin-sapin,
All
chorizo.
right.
And,
So, wow.
wow, it's wonderful na. That's the only time na we get together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, manggawas na po ng mga Bisaya ang mga kanta.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm. Mga kantang Bisaya. Okay.
mga Bisaya,
Ayos.
mga turagsoy.
Mm. Mga Turugsoy.
And
Mga
every now,
Magellans, Yoyoy Villame,
oy,
and
oy,
Max Urban. Mm-hmm.
correct. Pasayaw
Mm-hmm.
ako day.
Pasayaw ako dahil. Sa
Yeah,
mga sa mga sumusubaybay po sa atin, mga kababayang walang kaba, especially mga taga Luzon, mas malawak kasi ang Visayas and Mindanao, kaya mas marami ang salita or mga dialects na ginagamit namin sa Visayas, Mindanao. While in Luzon, Northern and Southern and Central Luzon, magkaiba rin po yung mga salita, no? Hindi po. Uh, Ibig ko sabihin na sa national language, nagkakaintindihan tayo in Tagalog. Di ho ba?
correct.
So, yun ang
Yes.
ginagamit namin na lengguwahe o dialekto dito sa PHLV Radio sa lahat ng mga shows namin, especially The Monitor, kasi maraming mga Bisayan broadcasters po ang nagkalat sa buong mundo. Like Blue Angel. She's been broadcasting for, I think, 12 years in
Yes,
Cebu.
15,
Blue Angel?
15.
15 years
Yes.
broadcasting. So, eto, nagkalat na kami. Kami nasa Vegas, samantalang si Blue Angel naman ay nasa Rottenburg sa o Rotterdam sa
Already have,
Netherlands. Netherlands. So marami pa kami mga kasama na mapapanood po ninyo sa The Monitor. And para po naman ito sa information natin regarding the spread of COVID-19. So more on your situation dyan sa Netherlands, Blue Angel, about COVID-19.
Yes, we are easing the lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
The borders will be open on June 1. So that's
All
the
right.
border between the Netherlands and Belgium, the Netherlands
Mm-hmm.
and Germany, France. So the borders will be open. But of course, there will be like a little strict control in the borders, but we're easing the borders. There will be the travel restriction will be uplifted. So it's like, okay, it will be lifted and we could travel now. But the seats, like in one row, there's only one passenger. So very little passengers as well. But it is very nice because if you want, from my end, it's like if I want to go to Germany, I'll just take the train, the fast train, or go to
The bus
France,
train.
fast train.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Or buses. We have buses that goes there, and you could spend 4 or 5 days or weekends there. So that is also the restriction is also being eased out. So it means we could at least travel
Right.
if we really have to.
Yeah, if you really have to.
Um,
By the way, on the other side, ito naman ang gusto kong malaan. How's the mass, church mass? Kayo ba nakakapunta na ng simbahan to attend mass or still on online mass? Blue Angel.
right now we are yes. Right now we are just joining the masses online, which is for us in the Netherlands a good thing. Because Netherlands is like maybe 25%,
Christians.
practicing Catholics.
Mm-hmm.
Some are Protestant, some are Protestants, at yung iba is non-believer. Non-believer. So meron tayong Muslims naman. So ang nangyari ngayon is walang masses dito na daily. Walang masses na weekly. So like meron tayong Filipino Mass or English Mass organized by Filipino Catholic Community of Rotterdam. They have
Right.
2 masses in a month. Dalawa lang. So I am part of the Alliance of the Holy Family International. We have
Okay.
vigil every first Friday hanggang first Saturday of the month. So once a month lang yan. So now with this new situation na may live mass tayo sa YouTube, parang daily na kaming naka-attend sa mass eh. So
Right.
in a way, positive yan. Positive na we
Very
are
positive.
slowly, renewing because wala kaming magawa because noon gusto man namin na pupunta sa mass every Sunday, wala eh. So ngayon nandito, para sa amin it's one very positive thing sa atin as Catholic dito, lalo na dito sa Netherlands. Kunti lang kami mga Pilipino dito, na ma-practice din namin yung talagang religious obligation natin na pupunta at mag-join ng mass. Sa live sa YouTube. Mostly sa amin nakikinig kay Mother Bing at saka dalawang mass sa Manila Cathedral po kami na nakikipag-join mass sa Manila Cathedral.
Nice.
So yun ang positive thing. So positive na wow, nakaka-join na ng mass. So at least masaya kami
talaga,
dyan.
no? All right. So, on the monitor, mga kababayang walang kaba, ito po namang guest natin ay she's back on air for so long, ha? And she can be heard all over the world through PHLV radio. Batiin mo yung mga kamag-anak mo, Blue Angel, or mga friends there in the Netherlands, especially dyan mismo sa Rotterdam.
Yes, so I would like i-greet ko yung mga friends ko, yung mga organization namin na samahang sa Holland.
Mhm.
Very active kami.
Mhm.
Bisayang dako sa Netherlands. So
Mhm.
kumusta kayo? So stay home, be safe. Stick
Mhm.
lang kapitbahayan, si Mercy, a very good friend, si Rosa
Mhm.
Cabrillas, si Colette,
Mhm.
si Mercy, si Annabelle, so
Mhm.
si Chito. We are trying to be as
Close.
alive as we can and
As
as happy
alive,
as we
yeah.
can despite
Right.
this
Mm.
one. At sa dun sa
Mm.
mga Cebu, sa taga Cebu, so yung
Mhm.
auntie ko doon,
Mm.
si Tia Anita, saka
Mhm.
yung
That's right.
mga kababayan kong Muslim, mga
Mhm.
alit sa Zamboanga, sa
Sa
Hulo.
Hulo, sa Olot,
Assalamualaikum.
Zamboanga. Mm. And
Yes.
sa lahat, everyone in the Mindanao area,
All over the world.
all
I'm
over the
so
world.
happy,
Mm.
Sexy Rex.
Oh, nako!
I mean, with this, I mean,
Naibalik na naman yung pangalan ko.
yes, I love it. You're so sexy. I mean, you have the sexy voice and you
Thank
have
you.
everything and the
Mhm.
brain, how you made this happen. And
Thank you.
that we could communicate all over the world and
Mhm.
say
Thank you.
hi to everybody and update
Mhm.
what's going on in our part of the world. So
Mhm.
this is
Thank you.
this is really something that you
Mhm.
are a genius, I must say.
Hindi naman.
Not
Hindi
only
naman.
with the voice and the music and
Mhm.
programming, but you are good in creating things and making things happen.
Thank you.
So thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. We are so thankful that you're
Mhm.
doing this.
Thank you, Blue
Really.
Angel. Mm. Anyway, siguro sip-sip lang si Blue Angel sa akin, ano ha?
You're my
We've been
manager and
together.
you're
We've been
perfectly fine.
together. We've been together in Cebu for quite a long time. She handles folk rock and country. Is Soaring High really number one? Wirecast in Cebu from 5 p.m. to 9 in the evening, and especially during the weeknights. Pag sinabi mong Blue Angel on BUFM, iba yun, iba ang dating nun, di ba? And
Yes.
yung mga taga Cebu, gumawa pa nga sila ng bar na ang pangalan
Yeah.
doon ay Blue Angel. Because used to be a listener of DYBU kay Blue Angel Show on weeknights. Talagang sexy. Sexy, sexy. Anyway, mga kababayan ka ba? Direct from the Netherlands, member po ng ating grupo. Dito po naman sa PHLB Radio ang The Monitor, and siya po ay sakop po naman ang ating International League of Broadcasters. Hindi lang po ito ang pinakauna or pinakahuling pakikipag-ugnayan natin kay Blue Angel, but she will be doing this more often kasi hindi pa natin nako-cover yung Holland, hindi pa na natin nako-cover yung Berlin,
Yep.
Germany, East and West, and then Amsterdam, Belgium. Ano pa ba mga kapitbahay natin dyan sa
Right.
area na malapit sa'yo? Uh,
Yes.
did they miss something? Germany, Berlin, no. Germany,
Luxembourg,
Belgium,
France, Italy.
France,
Yes,
Italy,
France. Italy,
mm,
Greece, and
Greece.
Turkey.
Mm,
Turkey is a
mm.
very nice country.
Yeah,
It's a
wag ka
lot.
muna. Yeah, I know. Wag ka muna pumunta ng Italy para mamili ng mga sapatos, ha? The best shoes in the world, ha? Ha?
May COVID.
May COVID. So no buying muna.
No,
Bueno,
no, but
panghuling
no.
pamamaalam po natin galing po kay Blue Angel from Rotterdam, the Netherlands. Finally,
And thank you. God bless you all.
Blue Angel. Pakisabi yung Blue Angel mo, di.
Okay,
Sige, sige.
This is Blue Angel broadcasting live from the Rotterdam. Signing off as of this time. God bless you. Be safe.
Alright. Yun ang Blue Angel, mga kaibigan. Direct from Rotterdam sa Netherlands po naman. And minsan po kaming nagpapaalam at kami po'y babalik sa ilang saglit po sa pagpapatuloy ng The Monitor ng PHLB Radio Las Vegas. Inyo pong abang lingkod, Rex Ricarte po lamang. Mabuhay po kayo, mga kababayang walang kaba. This is PHLV Radio Las Vegas, The Monitor, looking globally at the periscope of the latest situations amid the COVID-19 pandemic. PHLV Radio Las Vegas, The Monitor. Mga kababayang walang kaba, masaya at masaganang panonood po naman sa loob ng ilang mga minuto. Sana po ay mabigyan po namin kayo ng information dito po naman sa PHLV Radio The Monitor. Ang ating po namang kasambahay, broadcasting from home pa rin kami. Home zone! Yun, home zone. Mga kababayang wala ka ba? Kami po naman ay mga miyembro po ng International League of Broadcasters and kami po ay magsisilbing inyo po naman hatid ng mga information sa iba't ibang panig po ng sandaigdigan. Dito po naman sa PHLV Radio Las Vegas The Monitor. Dito po naman tayo dumako sa Guam. And this guy was born and raised in Guam, graduated in the Philippines. Radio broadcaster since 2007. And ang kanya pong real name ay Gary Encarnacion. Ang kanya po namang bloodline ay napapansin ko na talagang broadcaster. Ano ha? And kaibigan po natin on the air is DJ Cure. Ano kaya ang cure for COVID-19? Ang kanyang tingnan natin.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Yes, DJ Cure. I actually, I'm a broadcaster as well, radio broadcaster for the evening show here in Guam. No cure for COVID right now, but I do my best to keep everybody positive. I think that's the only cure I can do to our listeners here in Guam, para at least maging positive ang kanilang approach dito sa COVID-19 that we're all going through.
And by the way, Gary, DJ Cure, I'd like to thank my personal friend since my early years in Davao City, Philippines, si Rolly Manontag.
Yes, he's my boss.
Yeah. Kasi laging sinasabi, heto yung mga namin, magagaling namin ng mga DJ.
Well, we do our best. We do our best. I
on
mean,
FM.
we're not.
Yeah. So
we come from great leaders like you. I think that's where it comes from.
Hindi naman. Rolly Manontag is a good leader.
Yes.
He is a very creative guy. And I respected him so much since we were in Davao City in the Philippines. Now, we'd like to know more about what's happening. First, geographical, yung area ng Guam. Kasi may mga late tuners tayo na hindi pa nakakapunta sa Guam. And gusto may malaang kung gaano kalaki ang Guam, ano ang opportunity sa Guam as part of is it part of Micronesia?
Yes, it's part of Micronesia. Yeah. And it's not too far away from the Philippines actually. Malapit lang, mga 3.5 hours away. So our travels are really short to the Philippines.
Right.
I think to explain Guam in maybe a few words is it's just a small beautiful beach paradise. We have all year long hot weather. Today we're experiencing the same weather as the Philippines, very very hot.
Right. By the way, first and foremost, I'd like to ask how's your parents, your dad and mom, and your sisters and brothers, if you have.
Yes.
How
I have. They are all in LA actually. And Chicago. Yes, my sister is in Chicago. My brothers are all in. My sister is in LA. My brothers are in Chicago. So I'm the only one who is left here to take care of everything. We are all originally from Guam, but everybody kind of went their way. I decided to stay here and continue my broadcasting career in Guam.
Right. Would you like Gary to mention their names, your dad, your mom,
sure.
sister,
Actually,
brothers, please?
just in time. They just arrived. My dad right before yung COVID-19. Augusto, who is just not too far away from me right now. My mom in LA. Shout outs to her. She's doing a great job taking care of all of her apos there.
Please mention her name.
Marina Encarnacion.
You're right. And how about the maiden name, Gary?
Marina Tabilas Encarnacion.
Right. Nice of that.
So shout outs to all of them, and not just to my parents, but also my brothers who are in Chicago doing their thing as well. Sean and Glenn Encarnacion. Yeah.
Right. Nice.
Everybody
Are they married?
And John Encarnacion.
They have kids.
They're all married. They're all
How about the wives? Why don't you mention their loved ones? The name.
My wife, first of all. I want to just
of course.
My wife, who does a marvelous job taking care of her. Mayette Encarnacion.
Maiden name.
Mayette Rosilio Encarnacion.
Yeah. Right, that's nice. That's sweet. And of course, your brothers and their wives too. Go ahead.
Yes, Marife Encarnacion, to Donna Encarnacion. I'm trying to just get their real names out there. I know them as their nicknames. So so them. Thank you very much for all that.
You're funny, man. Now, as a disc jockey in Guam, what's your format?
I do
this time. Good.
I do mostly top 40 OPM, top 40 as well, but an hour of good talk. So
Kasim, huh?
Yeah, okay. Some kind of like some kind of sort of like what. Well, I came from the roots of learning from Magic 89.9 in the Philippines. So basically, I kind of developed that coming into Guam radio. So there are a lot of talk, some little jokes and
yeah, of course, funniness,
quirks and stuff like that in my show. So, but what we do is we deliver OPM hits, and I think that's more important for us, that we kind of spread what OPM music is all about around the world, here in Guam and just around the world.
Yeah, I agree with that, because I've been in music radio station too. In my younger years, but this time.
Oh, you're still young. You're still young.
No, I'm. Let's make it a secret, Gary.
Okay, we'll keep it.
Anyway, yep. I appreciate your being with us, and thank you.
Of course, I know. I wanted to get on earlier, but we've been really kind of just doing a lot of the TV things here as well. So I'm just glad I'm able to go on PHLV radio today.
Right. I love that. And of course, the PHW people in Las Vegas would love to listen to what's happening in Guam right now. I've noticed that you've been very much busy with interviews with
yes, because I took care of the I'm running the Megamixx TV. Besides me being a radio, I do, and I was assigned by our boss Rolly Manuntag to take care of our TV side. So during these times, everything was done kind of in locally placed locations where I had to broadcast our usual government press conferences and getting the information out to our local listeners as well. So that was my duty during these couple of days within the home quarantine here in Guam. We're no longer there. We're no longer in quarantine. The emergency has been lifted, and we are able to now kind of roam around. Of course, still practicing the social distancing and such. Pero everything is good now. That's why I'm here. I'm happy that I get to be on. Las Vegas is broadcasting network.
And we're happy that you, as a disc jockey, in your younger years, now you're so mature. At least sumasabay ka na sa mga public information service para po naman sa Guam. And you're so much palagay natin, ang word na gagamitin ko ron masyado kang sumasabay, and involved sa public affairs ng government ng Guam, locally and nationally.
Yes, I think I kind of had to upgrade myself to learning more on
Broadcasting.
that broadcasting side.
Yeah.
I've been, like I said, a radio DJ, having fun on the radio for a long time.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
about time that I kind of upgrade myself for a bit to syempre, para maging a full I can call myself a real broadcaster if I
Real broadcaster.
get into other platforms as well.
Gary, that's why, Gary, we in this show on the PHLB Radio, the Monitor, we call ourselves as the International League of Broadcasters because we broadcast from different parts of the world, and we are the Filipinos na sumasabay and nakikipag-ugnayan sa mga Filipino broadcasters natin na nagkakalat all over the world. And hinahanap ko nga pa yung mga kaibigan natin at mga broadcasters sa North Pole. Di ko pa nakakausap.
Ganun ba?
North Pole.
May North Pole din.
Ambisyon ko yun. Ambisyon ko yun. Ambisyon. Pati Mongolia. I'm looking at mga friends natin na mga broadcasters in Mongolia na baka may pati can you imagine that those areas mahirap i-penetrate yun, but remember Filipinos all over the world
Oh yes, I totally
are there, right?
We are everywhere. We're like cranberry juice. We're in every alcohol mix.
Okay, now dito naman tayo, Gary, Encarnacion. Information para po naman sa mga kababayan po natin walang kaba. Tingnan natin kung anong development ng good news for Guam and the neighboring areas in Guam, Gary.
Yes, well, very, very great news actually here in Guam. We've been 0 cases for the past weeks, and we've slowly flattened the curve. The government here has, I know, I'm very non-biased when I speak about the government here, but I can easily say that they've been doing a great job in maintaining the yung curve na sinasabi nila. And today we are enjoying both the stimulus checks coming in finally.
Wow!
We're enjoying the stimulus checks
love
coming
that. And there's second thing coming up. There's
I heard there's a
heard
second.
it, yeah.
I heard they're working on a second stimulus
set.
check. Second set with
wow.
So we're enjoying it. Finally, it's coming in today, and a lot of our kababayans here have slowly gotten a hold of these stimulus checks, which is a big help for our kababayans and our locals here in Guam, because for the past couple months, wala tayong work. Nobody had a job. Our industry here was developed through is usually a tourism industry. So without hotels, without tourists, we won't have we'll have people without jobs, and slowly these stimulus checks are helping them kind of continue paying the bills and getting the food on the table. But the good news is, we have lifted the emergency. We have basically like a typhoon. They developed 4 condition of readiness situations. Condition of readiness 1, which is PCOR 1. Usually that's where we are home. We have to stay indoors. We cannot leave the house. If we leave the house, it must be for essential use only. We are currently in PCOR 2, which we are able to leave the house, and some businesses are open, and we are able to kind of do our jobs and go to our work, and that's where we're currently at right now. PCOR 3 is next, and we're hoping that's on the 25th of May, as they're estimating it, where now our restaurants will start opening up, and we'll be allowed to dine in again in our restaurants. And I surely do miss eating the restaurants. Not that I don't like my wife's cooking. I do. I love my wife's cooking. Pero I do miss kind of just congregating in with my family when we eat out. But because we've been in 0 for a couple, for maybe a week or 2, we had one sporadically couple 3 days ago, and I guess we've hopefully, crossing my fingers, we've hit that flattening of the curve for Guam, and no flights are coming in, so we're kind of happy as residents of the island. And then hopefully by their estimate date of June first week, we should be fully open.
Right. Nice news, no? And how many kids do you have, Gary?
I have one.
Okay.
I'm a late bloomer. I think
Oh.
I blame it on my broadcasting career. I spent so much broadcasting, being on radio and stuff.
How old
So
is your baby? How old
he
is your baby?
is 13 years old.
13
So
years
he's not a baby
But
anymore.
remember, at 13, he'll be, kids. They'll be demanding for Dad, Mom. I'd
Yeah.
like the food in the restaurant.
Well, he loves the food of the restaurant. He's one of the first ones who told me na kung pwede nang kumain sa mga ibang restaurant na miss niya yung mga diners.
Nagsawa na ako, Dad, sa kain sa bahay. I want to go
Nagsawa
out.
na sa gulay.
Gulay. I want something new. Di ba?
He
Mga
wants
bata
his
na
fried
yun.
chicken, yeah.
Yep, the fried chicken. Anyway,
chicken.
dito naman tayo sa, alam ko na ang karamihan, according to Rolly Manontag, my friend, that lahat ng mga pagkain is imports. Wala ba tayong shortage in Guam?
No, I think like I said, they've done a great job here. A lot of our groceries are importing, of course, from the mainland or from around the Pacific. But we do have local farmers for local vegetables.
Wow.
A lot of that, and I think we've maintained it. This whole was it 2 months? I already lost count. 2 months of staying home, quarantine. I think we've never lost any kind of shortage of rice. At least that's most important, rice, and it's also a necessity for us to maintain with our vegetables, and we kept it, and I think we did a great job.
You're right. Nice. Batiin mo naman yung mga Ilocano farmers natin, Kapampangan farmers, Ilonggo farmers.
Ay, marami tayo niyan ngayon
kaya
dito.
Cebuano farmers. Pakibati naman,
Ay,
Gary.
batiin ko muna yung mga farmers natin dyan.
Yeah,
Yung mga,
Oh,
I don't speak their dialect, pero alam nila na I'm so appreciative. I'm a big vegetable eater. Believe it or not, even though I'm this big, I love vegetables.
You're not
my
big.
mom.
You're 50 pounds only.
No.
You're not.
50 pounds, and the TV or the monitor had added 50 more. But I'd like to say thank you to sa lahat ng mga kababayan natin, not just here in Guam, the frontliners around the world as well.
The farmers.
Yung mga nagpa-farm ng mga vegetables natin. It's such a great thing to eat our local vegetables here because, like I said, my refrigerator is full of Ilocano vegetables. I'm a very big
Saluyot.
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 Yeah. Those are the things I live with, and I'm so happy. Okra. Just the other day I had bakbakong. I don't know if you know what that is, but bakbakong is something I love. Yeah. I'm sure the Ilocano listeners would know what that is. So
okay.
I'm a big vegetable eater, and I during the past 2 months I just kept on saving my money and just picking off my neighbor's yard, and with eggplants and all, and that's how I live. That's how I live.
Wow. Nice.
We survived.
Yeah, of course. And by the way, sa mga Pilipino po na nanonood po sa atin, sa ating pong bayan, dito po naman sa mainland America, even in the place where Gary Encarnacion is, ang mga hero po natin actually ay mga farmer. Mga farmer po.
I agree.
Magbubukid. Kasi kung wala po ang magbubukid, wala tayong kakainin. Like rice, kamote, cassava, at saka mga gulay na gustong-gusto natin. Mga onions, mga iba't ibang klase ng mga condiments na galing po naman sa Pilipinas. So, palagay natin, this COVID-19 2020, palagay natin, para sa akin, Gary, I think we have to encourage the Filipino audience, even in America, in other parts of the Middle East, in the Philippines, and other parts of Asia, and dito sa atin, sa mainland America, encourage natin na the farmers are the heroes.
They are.
Hindi sila ordinary kasi kung magpapaaral sila ng mga anak nila, naka-UP, naka-Ateneo de Manila, talagang gagastahan nila yung mga anak nila para makatapos, but they are farmers.
They are.
What
And
do
you
you think?
know, I'm so appreciative. Like I said, my grandmother from Pangasinan, who taught me how to eat Ilocano vegetables and just love vegetables alone, has her own farm here. She, like I said, she grew everything you could possibly think of in her garden, and sold it in the market here in Guam for many years. She's been doing that, and so yes, I do totally agree. Mga heroes natin dyan, hindi lang mga nurses, although I love and thank you mga nurses natin.
Yeah.
Every single day of my life here in Guam, I dedicated my radio show to all the nurses and doctors out there, the frontliners, who have 100% dedicated their lives to just helping us out. But it all also goes out to sa lahat ng mga farmers and food providers natin dito sa world that have provided for us during these times. Maraming salamat.
Kasi kung talagang tutuusin, Gary, Encarnacion, during this pandemic, karamihan sa mga feedback na nakikita natin, napapanood ko, na they're saluting to the nurses and the doctors and the medical aides and the caregivers and everybody. Kasi, of course, naintindihan natin na kailangan talaga nilang support from these medical workers. But, paano kung wala makakain? So, we thought na bigyan naman natin ng consideration and, of course, siyempre back up and yung bang iniisip natin na, how about the farmers? They provided our food, the Mexicans in the farm, the Filipinos in the farm. How about yung nag-aayos ng mga kalabaw at pati mga baka? Yung mga farmers natin nagfa-farm ng mga dairy products. Bigyan natin sila ng credit naman para sa ating food supply.
Yeah, and it's amazing how much they've helped us sa lahat ng mga around the world. I mean, when you go on the news in the Philippines, you see there a lot of them are benefiting from a lot of our farmers that and like you said a while ago, rice. What's the world like without rice? What's the world like without saluyot? What's the world like without eggplant? You can't have sinigang without gabi or eggplant or you know, I mean, you cannot have a great sinigang. There's no such thing as a good sinigang without the gabi, the eggplant. You know, you have to get it from our farmers. Kaya I totally agree with you, sir. Na isa sa mga bayani ng 2020. Kasama po ang mga agriculture farmers natin at yung mga food providers, yung mga nandyan sa labas every single day. Actually, we had so much supply of local vegetables here in Guam for the past week, 2 weeks, and they couldn't sell because nasarado yung market. So a lot of their crops were kind of spoiling, and
tinatapon
nila kasi they couldn't sell it in the market. They couldn't deliver to the stores. So what we did here as a community was, and I thank the local leaders, they were able to open the drive-through vegetable vending area for a lot of our farmers here. Nice. They did a drive-through one or order online and they deliver at home. So the farmers were still able to get their crops to the people, and that was a big thing for us here. And like I said, local lettuce, we were able to still bring it to our homes, and that's why we didn't really starve, because
mga essential yun, Gary.
Essential talaga.
And hindi lang yung vegetables, kundi we have to give credits also to the fishermen.
Oh, Guam is full of that. Yeah. We have so much fishermen here. I myself love fishing as well as my hobby. Although I never catch a lot, it's just hobby. Wala ako nahuli dito, pero I'm not as good as they are, but we do have fishermen that provided us our usual local
seafood.
Seafood.
Diba? Kailangan natin yan because for vitamin C pa ba yan? Vitamin C, vitamin A, seafood, and vitamin S.
Yes.
Kasi S is seafood, di ba?
Seafood.
S, vitamin S.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy about Guam's developments through our disc jockey and
Well, thank you.
now a really good broadcaster. Right. Thank you, Gary.
Maraming
We
salamat
appreciate-
po. I really appreciate it, and I hope one of these days I can have you also turn it around.
Yeah.
Have you on our TV side, and we'll
Sure.
interview you as well.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Great.
Alam mo naman, give and take tayo pagka broadcaster.
Yes.
Uh,
Pero halata talaga, sir, yung boses nyo talaga. When I hear your voice, I remember so clear the inspiration that it brings to a lot of our young generation wannabe jocks. Because believe it or not, I listened to Philippine radio when I was about 8 to 9 years old, and I was just so amazed of how they can deliver. It's always been my dream to be a radio jock since I first heard radio happen. And in the Philippines, it is so beautiful to just hear people talk about the news, to hear people talk about their lives on the radio. And like you, sir, I'm sure you've inspired so many people. And I'm glad that I was able to be part of your show today.
My pleasure. Anyway, Gary Encarnacion, as a broadcaster, kasi si June Encarnacion was also in that.
Yes.
Yung mga tito mo and hindi mo maalaala siguro because you were still young during this time. But ako ay nagpapasalamat din because binigyan mo kami ng puwang at binigyan mo kami ng pagkakataon na makausap ka namin as a young broadcaster in Guam, and masaya kami kasi you're part of the International League of Broadcasters.
Oh wow, that's a pleasure to be part of.
And ikaw ay kapares din ng iba't ibang mga younger broadcasters, mga disc jockey na naging kasama pa namin sa aming pakipagtulungan para pa naman sa mga kababayan nating Pilipino, mga kababayang walang kaba all over the world na binibigyan po namin ng information, especially in your area in the Pacific, and we're now penetrating in UK, in the Middle East, in Asia, and many parts of the world. Sana
All
po
the OFWs, yes.
yeah, makarating kami sa mga puso ng mga OFW na nanonood po sa atin dito po naman sa The Monitor. And kaya nga, ang ambisyon ko nga, Gary, kung pwede, maghahanap ako ng broadcaster na nasa North Pole. Baka meron pa tayo mga Pilipino.
Hey, you never know. You never know. We're everywhere. We're everywhere.
Yeah. So, mga kaibigan at mga kababayang walang kaba, dito po naman nagwawakas ang ating palatuntunan po dito po naman sa PHLB Radio Las Vegas. At ang inyo po napanood ay kasama po natin si Gary Encarnacion, dating disc jockey, host, broadcaster, and now fully he's committed to be a broadcaster, lalo na sa mga paglilingkod bayan po naman sa Guam. And kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa inyong panonood. Ito po naman ang inyong abang lingkod sa PHLB Radio Las Vegas, The Monitor, Rex Ricarte. Salamat po.
This is PHLB Radio Las Vegas, The Monitor, looking globally at the periscope of the latest situations amid the COVID-19 pandemic. PHLB Radio Las Vegas, The Monitor.